Welcome, everyone. Welcome to this 11/11 week. Welcome, everyone. Oh, my goodness, what a dramatic and beautiful, majestic Shirley Irene. Thank you so much for that. We could totally feel that. Oh, you have placed us truly in the center of our heart. We are here in the one heart. And oh, my goodness, it feels so good to be back with everyone in this one heart space. This is a space of pure love. This is a space of Lemurian love. And this is a space of neutrality in the name of love.
That's right.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Loren Gailey. Shirley Irene is with us, and so is our sister, Michelle Anderson. I want to welcome you both. Hello, Michelle.
Hello. Pardon the noise in the background. I hear some gardeners over here.
We can't
You're out.
So
you're out on Gaia. Yeah,
I'm
you're
out on Gaia at a natural hot spring. I just sent you pictures, Loren.
Awesome.
Oh,
yes, beautiful. Well, thank you for being here, Michelle, and thank you, Shirley. Welcome.
Welcome. It's so wonderful to get back together.
Yes, we have been through. Well, actually, welcome to this gateway, everyone. This is the 11/11 gateway. And
yes,
I just want to say the 11/11 gateway in 2011 was so tremendous. Michelle and I were in Peru and with a group of beautiful beings, and then back there for the 12/12/12 the following year. But that was really a pivotal moment. And this, too, is a pivotal moment. It's very interesting to see how polarized our world is. But Patricia Diane Cota-Robles said it very well when she realized that these realities that were playing out, they are different realities, that as they are playing out, it is bringing up that which is within us to be further purified. And so isn't that interesting as we look at ourselves and we say we are here in neutrality, taking a look at all of that which keeps us from that is what we're looking at as well. And Michelle, you and I were chatting and you were saying something that I realized as well. It's like, you know, I'll raise my hand and confess. I do should on people, my family, right? Or with ideas that I think are brilliant, that are good for them. But when I realize that, oh my goodness, let's not should on others. This is a should for me, not a should, but it's something that maybe it's something I need to take on or look at it, right? Like, you know, if things need to be said to someone, maybe it's me that needs to say it, not someone else. Or if it's an idea that needs to come forth, it's not someone else's idea, it's my idea. So I think that's where we are right now as we continue to purify. But I want to welcome both of you and have your take on this week and the power in this week of really, truly staying focused in the heart space, in the light space, in all ways. And as we do, I want to share a quick story. I literally checked out last week and went camping on Lake Powell. Beautiful, beautiful, very spiritual and soul-filling. And all along the way, as we drove through Navajo country, it was beautiful, just many, many interesting scenes and sights. And just I felt the indigenous folks from millennia. It was just amazing. And the ravens all along the way, I saw so many of them, 5 the first day, flying right in front of my window, and then later. And every time I would see something, you know, one could be kind of frightening, a black bird flying in front of your car. Right. But I heard loud and clear my higher self say, stay in the heart, follow the heart. And then I began to notice that every time I saw these birds, I was starting to creep out of my heart space. And it was just this beautiful reminder just to be in the heart always, in all ways. So
I love that, Loren. Yeah. I love that you can be a witness to yourself and that you could actually be able to use that in your storytelling for all of us, because the animals have a way of bringing us back to our heart, you know, and the indigenous have followed animals to find water, to find medicine plants. Chief Golden Light Eagle talks about that a lot. Right. The animal kingdom is here to assist us to stay in our own harmonic resonance. And if not now, when? I mean, we all need it more than ever now. And the unseen becomes seen, you know, these signs that we can follow. And I'm so grateful that we're doing this today when it seems like so many people are finger pointing and judging and blaming and shaming and, you know, canceling relationships with family members over differences of opinions and viewpoints. And that's when I think it's time for us to take a pause, go back to our Lemurian teachings, which, you know, really show us that we are all one, we're all connected. And when we do these meditations, we can really visualize and see all of us holding our light in a calm, serene, Zen-like space, and then having the intention that we're connecting with everybody on Earth, everybody in the cosmos, all the animals, and holding that field for the collective, because the only way through this is through this. And doing these meditations is so important. That's why I said, oh no, I'm going to be at a hot spring with one of my best friends. Her birthday's tomorrow, 11/11, and normally I'm at a Star Knowledge conference this time of year, and this, you know, and now I get to be with her. And thank you for letting me tune in from this little secret hot spring, and I'm really glad to be here. And I'm going to keep the phone on and listen and just keep it on mute.
Wow, Michelle, thank you, because we are totally feeling that beautiful Gaia energy, inner earth energy from those hot springs. Very sacred as well. And if time stood still, we would see indigenous people, the Indians around those hot springs, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would. And there's even a picture of Yogananda in front of these hot springs.
Wow.
They're actually closed. They're closed now to the public, and there's a big sign that says, if you enter here, you're trespassing. But the park rangers know that we've all found it, and we come here anyway. And they've been really, as long as we're, holding sacredness while we're here and not disrupting anything, they turn their cheek. So it's really beautiful. I will not give my location. We don't want the whole world to know, but it is very beautiful here. And I am going to take a crystal and hold the intention, bring it into the water with me, and have that intention that this meditation that Shirley Irene is taking us on goes into the waters. So infusing the waters in my body, infusing the waters that are going into the earth and out to the ocean, and that all of that frequency that all of us here today on the Lemurian Heart Temple meditation can actually hold that intention that this meditation is going out to all life in every dimension through the waters.
Wow, that is perfect. Yes, and may this also connect with crystals that everyone has planted and dropped in water through the waters. I even did that in Lake Powell over the weekend with some of the crystals from Arkansas. So that is beautiful. And I know Shirley's crystal grid, the healing crystal grid, actually is connecting into that always as well.
Right.
Thank you, Michelle. So Shirley, wow. Oh my goodness. Tell us your take on everything. And I do have to say my cat is going so nuts and has to be on my lap constantly already here in what we're going to do today. This is, again, the Star Goddess. We're going to do a meditation with the Star Goddess. Share with us, Shirley.
Well, I'm real excited because I want, Kutumi will connect us to the Star Goddess, Liha, and the 7 Pleiadian goddesses of starlight. And I think we're going to get the beautiful star code activation today. And it's like, in our nightly meditations, when we send energy out. Oh my God, the goddess frequency is getting so powerful. And it's just like we're back again, to be in one heart like we were in Lemuria. We're starting to flow better. What's going on, the government and that, I can't believe some of the anger and everything that I've been hearing. And I'm not part of it. I won't accept it. And of course, just continue the flow of the love and the light. Does that make sense?
Yes, it totally does, Shirley, because it is so palpable, the work that we've done recently together on this platform within the Lemurian Heart Temple, in the Dolphin Reiki that you did, the trilogy, we can feel when we stay in the heart and when we slow ourselves down and in meditations, we are feeling this love essence so deeply, much more deeply, but we do have to be quiet. And we've even heard this being called our crystalline essence coming online, but we have to be quiet. And you've been feeling that love from months, the deeper level.
Oh my gosh, yes. And the whales and dolphins. And I found something that I had downloaded and information of what I came to do in this lifetime. And the first
You're
thing
doing it, right?
Oh my God, yeah. First thing was dolphins, and then the father whales, and then the golden dolphins. And of course, I've had my golden dolphin now a long time. And it's just like the dolphins do bring so much love in our space. And it's so wonderful to wake up in the morning and feel total love. And I do the violet flame going to bed. I do it getting up in the morning. And then I got precious friends that help me to do this. And in the evening. And we're doing it twice right now. It is so important, I believe, just to be the love. And if people want to get nasty or whatever they want to do or be happy, let them be. You know. And I don't get involved. Actually, you know, some of the things I've been hearing, it's real hard for me not to laugh because it's so idiotic. I'm sorry. To have so much hate for people, you know, if they don't agree with what you think is right. And I just said, okay, maybe someday you'll grow up, you know.
Yes, and this is, again, when we talk of mastery, it does involve neutrality. Yes, there's always awareness, but there's also this reality. You know, as Lisa Transcendence Brown has said, your reality is 3 feet in front of you. 3 feet in front of you. So what you're doing right here is what your reality is. I know we have to still be aware, and that's all good. But that is really key. So that's our focus here in the Lemurian Heart Temple as well. And so it's beautiful because this is going to be a beautiful activation today. And it's really setting us up for this gateway of 1111.
Yes, it is.
What do you have to say about the 1111? Because this is where, oh, by the way, when I was on the road, I saw the ones everywhere. Shiprock was exactly 111 miles away in the distance.
Right.
And it was like, wow. So here we are. Anyway, it feels like it's ascension, right, where it's higher consciousness. It's like they're pillars into higher consciousness. What do you say, Shirley?
You're right. And laughing what you say because I saw a lot of 111s too.
In the past week? Okay.
Yeah, that was wild. And then I saw a lot of 555, you know, and but I always see 555. And it's just like, I think a lot of people are not aware they're being asked to open their hearts. And I'm so grateful for our group because everyone here is so beautiful with the love frequency. But some can't, you know, can't get into that at all. So,
well, we can, yes, and we hold space, and I do see a world where all hearts are open, and we have that beautiful I am saying, I am my I am presence, and I am one with my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. And that's a beautiful reminder from Patricia Diane Cota-Robles, who we know has always illumined the higher realms for all of us. So Shirley, here we go. Thank you so much for today. I really want to open the gateway for you to create the sacred space as you do through singing and the Kadosh, and off we go. Thank you.
Okay. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Devaya, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Devaya, Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Devaya. I'm going to bring the angels and protections and put everybody in the golden pyramid of protection. Mikael, Raphael, Ariel, Uriel, Gabriel, Samuel and Charity, Jophia, Zacchaeus, and Amherst, Nathan, Sandalphon, Melchizedek, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Sananda, Papa Joe, Saint Germain, Dawaku, Sanat Kumara, Padre Pio. Wow. St. Francis of Assisi, Mother Isis, Mother Sekhmet, precious Mother Earth. Oh my gosh, feel those beautiful energies sending us to the bottoms of your feet. We invoke the light of the Christ within. We are clear and perfect channels. God's golden healing, universal love and light is our guide. We invoke the light of the Christ within. We are clear and perfect channels. God's golden healing, universal love and light is our guide. We invoke the light of the Christ within. We are clear and perfect channels. God's golden healing, universal love and light is our guide. I am Katumi, and I come forward on the rays of love and wisdom to greet each one of you at this time, and to bring unto you the blessings of detachment, realignment, patience, and perseverance. Greeting, beloved ones. You know that it is with great joy and pleasure in our hearts that we may gather with each of you upon this day, as we hold you firmly within the heart of Christ and securely upon the hands of God. Beloved ones, the journey into the star codes held by the star goddess Liha is one that activates a deep resonance within the cellular configuration of your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body. The alteration of this configuration is important in terms of bringing into being that which is divine, that which is in alignment with the purpose of the moment, and that which is part of whichever new pathway is making its way to you, or which aspect, that you prefer the pathway we are right now addressing. We have to be patient, always. To master what we came to do and to realize that the process of patience dissipates. And this is what the Star Code is offering us. The vibrant process of rooting our energy within our system of creativity that contributes to the process meeting its natural state of completion and releasing us to move forward. There are a number of different energies at play at this current time. There are layers upon layers being addressed simultaneously. This in itself, within the grids of our magnetic field, so that all systems can unfold simultaneously. At the stage, some of it still slightly staggering, by that I mean that different processes draw to this close at different times. However, be patient. It will not be drawn out process lasting weeks or months or years. It will, in fact, manufacture and manifest a lot sooner than we could ever expect. The expectation being that of hopelessness. When some people think of having to be patient, one could automatically imagine having to hold on for an unlimited period of time. The reason why this is happening is because we need to assist humanity in completing the clearing. So important, right? The clearing of our chakra systems, the chakra grids that are linked to the first 7 years specifically of our life. And the Pleiadian goddesses are a vital part of that clearing. This is also connected to the journey we took you on several days, times back, which was linked to 12 pathways of destiny. And in that transmission, it was like a lot happened in that first 7 years of life, which was our first pathway, by the way. That first path upon which we enter ourselves when we entered this lifetime. And, of course, we all realize that the first 7 years are influenced by your parents. And the pathways that they really have chosen. So each of the 7 years influence the 7 chakras, harboring information energy codes that a lot of times are not resonating with the directions that we are choosing and what we came to do. And so then there's a clearing out, and there's a proper process of detachment. And this process of detachment is wonderful, and it can be conducted and completed. And when that happens, we are released to move forward. So the presence of the goddess Liha is showing us right now that there are systems working within the realms of the subconscious and the unconscious as well. And it's functioning within the realms of the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. They actually are working simultaneously. But we are having to bring themselves into a perfect alignment grid within the physical reality for every aspect of action to take place. Yes, and it does require us to complete faith, trust in the fact that everything is working together all the time, even when it appears sometimes that things are not even moving, but they are. And as long as we chose action, we are doing everything in our conscious power to address whatever issues appear, like sort of inhibiting us or blocking us. However, rest assured, knowing that change is inevitable and will come sooner, a lot of times than we realize. So we need to be ready when this change happens. So, if you would like to join me, it would be wonderful if we could be ready. Allow yourself right now to feel peace, to feel the radiance coming at you. Because right in front of you is Goddess Liha. She is accompanied by the 7 Pleiadian goddesses who guard the star gates. And they are all known as the 7 sisters of the Pleiades. These star gates embody a very intricate, whatever, system of energy, which when passed through activates codes within each one of us that allow the next level of our divine healing to be activated. And dear hearts, if you're ready, today, let us go through this divine healing of that first pathway of our 12. The first 7 imprints that we received within our chakras. And these imprints are what we are now having to attend to, which represents this phase of patience leading up to the change we are waiting for. And why not, hon? Join me. Let's not delay it anymore. I mean, no more going to nappy time or sleep. Now's the time. Center yourself within the knowing that there is a power and a force of light greater than your ego, greater than your fears, currently working within your energy field. Please, big long belly breath. And breathe that knowing into the cells of your body, that beautiful new energy coming in. As you breathe again, join me. Open your energy field to welcome the presence of the star goddess Leha, as well as the 7 goddesses of the Pleiades, who guard the stargates into the Pleiades. Imagine, see their energy igniting like flames of illumination in each of the 7 chakras of your body, and each flamed in an acknowledgement of the knowledge and the power, the wisdom, and the truth that you already embody. Join me. Allow yourself to surrender to this energy. The more we surrender, the more we let go to the lighter side. See that? Feel it? Your energy becomes making way right now for your personal guides, angels, and masters to step into your energy field and the sacred space that contains our hopes, our wishes, our desires, and intentions. Feel all of them filling our sacred space, containing all of that vibrates the beautiful energy with an exquisite starlight energy, adding great depth and light to every single one of those dreams, your wishes, your visions, your desires, and intentions, amplifying the vibration of those which are most important at this time. Are you ready? All you need to do is imagine that light penetrating the core of these energies. While the penetration of that light continues to unfold, imagine the 7 Pleiadian goddesses connecting now with each of us in all of our 7 chakras. One goddess to one chakra. Relax, for they now tune into the grids of the first pathway of our destiny. The wonder of it is this is the first one that we enter to in this carnation. Feel the adaptation. Right now, adapting everything, the frequencies, all now of our 7 chakras. Please open up to receive these divine timing. Trust in the greater picture. These 3 systems of consciousness are absorbed into every layer of the grid structure right now of our 7 chakras. And now activate a filtering system within the chakras, focusing upon every attitude, every belief system, understanding, and perception that we took into the grids. And some of them have inhibited our ability to trust the bigger picture. Take another big long belly breath. Breathe that into all 7 chakras simultaneously. Oh my goodness. Become aware your 7 chakras now ignite their grid systems. Can you imagine them as being systems stacked upon each other from the crown chakra down to the base chakra? And every single grid influences the one beneath it, and also the one above it. It has always been like this. This is why the vibrations emitted from the grids caused issues within our entire chakra system, and would have drawn information from the chakra systems of our parents in their first 7 years as well. And it goes on and on. Right through our history, our ancestral history. So today, right now, our grids are being reactivated in a completely new dimension of energy. Wow. Star goddess Leha and the Pleiadian goddesses will now transport the grids of your chakras with your permission through the 7 stargates. Wow. Imagine. Oh, they're beginning the activation. If you're ready and willing, come and join me and give them your permission. Please say your name. Shirley Irene Ponto. And so the grids are taken by each goddess. They take these grids through the 7 sister stargates. And as your grids pass through these stargates, feel that incredible divine healing beginning to take place. There comes a point now where the goddess will stop standing right there in the center of the stargate. And as she stands at the point, at the sacred point, every divine aspect of your future self, your fully mastered in Christ self of the light, your highest self, and your complete I am presence, gather around her and focus their light on this grid. As this light is projected into your chakras, all your chakra grids, every false belief system regarding your truth, your ability to manifest that truth, and to have faith in your ability to manifest that truth begins to dissolve. Right now, it is dissolving. It will take approximately 7 days for the energy to pass through every level of the grid and every level of your cellular, molecular, and atomic structured grid during the next 7 days that lie ahead of you. Today is the first one, and you will be guided and shown exactly what is within this beautiful chakra grid that inhibits our ability to trust divine timing. to have patience with the universe regarding actually trusting the greater picture, trusting that the universe, our higher self, spirit, God, whatever you want to call it, does indeed have your best interests at heart. Your job is to have faith and to trust. This consists of each one of us focusing on the desired end. By this I mean maybe as we concentrate on the dream, that vision, the intention that we are working towards. By doing that, the universe does and always will take care of the logistic you are unaware of. So let's together breathe in deep, very deeply, as the divine aspects of our now personal increase. The beautiful projection of energy into the grids on yet another level. And this changes the dynamic frequency held within your DNA. And it's an unraveling process being initiated. It's like the unraveling of all those false structures, attitudes, attachments, even belief systems and perceptions that bind us to whatever it is that we have chosen right now to be free of. Continue breathing these new frequencies through your precious sacred bodies. Imagining that as you're breathing through every grid of all our chakras, let it take another minute or so for this energy to be aligned with those structures within our grid. And while our divine aspects do this, how about adding at this point how important it is to us to bear in our minds that the energies that we are working with in the here and now, perhaps we've not worked with these before. So as we adapt, and adapting more and more to a whole new way of being, a new system of consciousness. Oh, we're just like an infant being born into a new lifetime and having to remember how to walk and talk, how to anchor our creative energy, how to create our future. Some people are experiencing deep inner depression. That depression is not there to stop us. Did you think maybe that depression is in fact the voice of all the suppressed and repressed aspects of each one of us that had been stifled as a result of the inhibited ways of the old paradigm? Do you know that every limited false belief system that was projected onto us is what we are now moving out of? Every single law made by man that stifles a human being's growth and power to love, to live, and create is being shattered at this point. At the star codes, held by the star codes, Leah, right now, so important. It is this energy that merges with the energy of perseverance. And yet, can you feel this? We are now shown a light that reminds us that the end is in fact in sight. This light is our signal to have faith to keep focused on that which we know is in our heart to be true for us. Continue, dearest ones, to breathe in deeply, exhaling fully, as the divine aspects now step back and the star goddesses of the Pleiades continue with our grids through the latter part of the stargates, can emerge with our chakras within the Pleiadian realms of divine creation and manifestation. They enter these realms of magic and quantum light, exposing this grid to the energy that awaits us, the new world energy. Imagine your chakra grids opening as far as they can to receive the vibrations of that precious energy, breathing it into our beings. Breathe it in from the Pleiades into our being. Feel it, imagine it, and see it flowing into your spirit, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, and pouring into Mother Earth, rooting the system of energy firmly within the material realm of earthly living. And as you do this, feel the pulsation of energy moving through all of your cells. Some of us may be feeling our body, feeling a little light, or some of us feeling a tingling sensation. If you feel nauseated, please just breathe it in. Breathe right into it. Sometimes these new energies cause nausea because of the rate at which they vibrate. As it is a dense substance meeting such a high vibrational frequency, it impacts the sacral, and a lot of times the solar plexus, at such a fast rate that nausea is often, like the side effect. Please, please, breathe. Relax. While this grid is being infused with all the new energies in your precious minds, please repeat the words after me. I state your name, Shirley Irene Ponto. Call forth the power, the intuition, the conscious knowledge, wisdom, faith, and trust into our physical reality, empowering us to utilize the gifts of patience. And as we do this, we open our energy to integrate the grids of divine timing. And in so doing, placing our trust in all our divine aspects right now, including spirit. And in so doing, surrendering to God Goddess, because I know they are taking care of everything. Let's call forth the power, the light of the empowering, amplified chakra, the grids. Feel the divine, sacred template within, through, and around all of us. Please consciously choose to weave those advanced, illuminated, and wise grids into the chakra grids of your current body, into all of our parallel and alternate lifetime aspects. We command that we command right now to be under grace, to manifest in peace, miraculously, divinely. Let us command the light of our empowered self to merge fully with the consciousness held within the grids of our chakras, and in so doing, consciously consenting and willing the dissemination of every single energy and attachment on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and multidimensional level that keeps us within a state of fear, inhibition, frustration. Let us order the divine timing of our divine plan, our current life, and the divine pathway thereof to come into full physical manifestation here and now, in accordance with the sacred grids of our plan and purpose. Let us command this and order this from the depths of life, light, and truth within our most evolved, loving self. And in so doing, placing the grids of intention into the realms of integrity, perfection, divinity. Oh my. So it is. And so it is divine. And so it is done. Breathe all of that into your chakra grids. Move it up into yourselves, into your sacred DNA, holding that energy in your DNA as it unravels all of the ancestral sludge and other essential, astral attachments that we've had for some time that binds us through any of our chakras, to any person, place, any experience, thought process, belief system, attitude, or fear that prevents us from experiencing the fullness of our life. And this energy in our solar plexus and sacral chakra now begins to churn. You can hear the sound maybe. Because the ego has now experienced this massive, immense challenge that's being presented to it now. Just completely let it go. Breathe into those chakras as the divine Father God and the divine Mother Goddess begin programming the new templates of our chakra system and the grids, which embody the star codes of patience, divine timing, and faith. Some of us may begin to feel a lot of emotions, energies, thoughts, rushing through these 2 chakras? Oh, some might even feel fear, panic. Just breathe into it. This is the, oh my God, this is the tape, reversing that has been held. All the imprints from the first 7 years of our life. That became the running tape determining what we have experienced up until now. And it is the tape that's in our DNA that is being unraveled. Pull it all out. Get your hands in there. Remove it. Pull it. Pull it until you pull the what's out. Until there is nothing left. We will give you as much time as you need. Keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. Go deeper if you must. Until you are 100% sure there's nothing left. Perhaps, if the cords are finished, there are other things you are pulling out now, like power games, empty promises, false belief systems, lies, confusion. Come on. Pull it all out. The Almighty I Am presence of your sacred, complete self begins pouring the powerful energy of fluid love over all the cords you have pulled out and everything else that you are still pulling out. And as this sacred fluid touches all of this old stuff, so it is transmuted right now into light, into power, into potential, oh my, into opportunities. Right now, can you feel it? Your heart chakras, your precious heart chakra is bursting open right now, ready to let go, to release. Pull any cords from it. Pull, beloved ones, pull. If you want, you can push, if you must. But now a highly advanced and acceleration of detachment, successes, detachment, is being activated. And the Lord of the Pleiades comes to stand in front of you. They come to stand in front of you. What is it going to do? Oh my God. No more power games. No more empty promises. No more false beliefs, systems, lies, confusion. The Almighty I Am presence of your complete self begins pouring the powerful energy of fluid love over all the cords, again and again, releasing, releasing. And the Lord of Pleiades keeps just watching what we're doing. And this being who has already seen our future, every aspect of it, is right here in front of you to help you to remove these cords. Because the beings knew at this time any attachment must now take place. The attachment not to the false worlds but to your true divinity. This sacred being facilitates an amplified detachment to that which is false. This also unravels in our DNA through every level of our ancestral imprint. Feel it? Feel right now the fluid love washing over everything that we are pouring out, everything that we are pulling out, and everything we are pushing out. Drop it. And now, beloved ones, a primal begins to scream. The scream begins to emerge from the energy of your throat chakra as every inhibited part of us opens up and roars. Scream. Let it rip. Sobbing. Letting go of every unheard request, every unfilled need, every shattered dream, every false promise, every single illusionary perception of abandonment by God. And our base chakra opens simultaneously to drop the root system of these illusionary pains, traumas, that leads to our believing anything like we're incompetent, inadequate, and undeserving of loving the fullness of our life. An exquisite universal rose of light now begins to emerge right now over your heart, your thymus, your throat chakras. This universal rose, it's a new flower of love, opening to greet you, to begin absorbing every single element of truth that exists within your divine template. Oh, can you feel this? Your heart chakra now opens to receive the fullness of divine love. The fullness of accepting our divine right to love and be loved. To have every single one of our needs met. Our divine right to be creative. To be provided for. To be empowered. To be heard. To be seen. To be trusted. And to be accepted by the fullness of you. Beloved ones, the inner child is sobbing inside each one of us within the grids that we now see. And we ask you just to breathe as this part of you undergoes this very deep release right now. And imagine your fully empowered self wrapping our arms around this broken being. This part of you that has carried the weight of the attachments to the illusions that have been passed down, right down into us, that were encoded right into our DNA. Everything that is no longer necessary. Precious ones, I ask you to go into feeling, if you can. If not, just imagine the depth of that sob that weeps, that is coming from that part of you. For it is the depth of that weep, that sob, that is releasing all of the residual sludge that was binding you, binding your chakra grids. It's all to the old paradigm. Allow your fully empowered selves. Allow your precious heart chakra to open and embrace that broken part of you. Just hold her or hold him and just allow the tears to flow. Allow everything just to be exhaled. Beloved ones, as you hold this part of you, the Divine Father God and the Divine Mother Goddess now wrap their arms around you and that broken part of you, and they whisper into your ear. And their whispers are words of truth, words that you can trust, words that you can believe in. They now tell you that the darkness of the old world can no longer touch us. The fears, inhibitions of the old world are not yours to buy into anymore. Our pathway to freedom is right there, waiting for us. And on this particular pathway, we are free. Free to be with the ones that we love the most. Doing that which you love most. What you love most. Living your life in a state of peace and harmony, even in the face of learning and growth. We will harmoniously process and integrate the teachings that come our way. Is your heart crying out for that merging with your precious true divine pathway of destiny? And what the Divine Mother and Father are now bringing you is even a greater opportunity to step fully into the golden divine pathway of eternal light, eternal freedom, of the complete manifestation of unconditional love, to be with that one whom you are destined to be with the people whom you are destined to be with, the creativity you are destined to express in the life that you deserve to live. And as they hold you close to their heart, in your heart chakra, opening the grid of the cosmic heart chakra of unconditional love, and now the grids of all the cosmic chakras turn to you, focusing on your energy vibration, and encodes your chakra, your beautiful chakra grids, with an additional vibrancy of the star codes that Leah brings. The cosmic heart is beginning, and the cosmic hears our hearts screaming, some of us, out for support, maybe just for answers, for guidance, for direction. And it is heard. And it is now within our space for each one of us to receive the answers, to see the direction, to feel the guidance, and to witness the support coming our way. Therefore, we ask you again, are you ready? The entire cosmic force of life and love now embraces our entire being, combined with that of the Divine Father God and the Divine Father Mother God energies as they merge, as the Divine Mother Goddess embraces you, pulling you into her womb. And within that holy, safe space, you will be held for the duration of the next 7 days, after which an incredible rebirthing will take place. A time where the universe, within those beings, people, places, and opportunities exist, will reflect back at one another. They will collide and merge together, a new world that will be born for you. The world in which your inner child, the body of the first 7 years of your life, will now be able to truly turn its eyes to the heavens and thrive within this new space you are creating. The unraveling of your DNA, they are going to continue for the next 7 days, cleaning out, clearing out, making ways for the incredible divine time, this most extraordinary journey into our golden lifetime in which we will complete what is left of our 12 pathways. Can you now feel yourself now embracing through your third eye and your crown chakra as you bring these sacred grids into your being? But instilled within this imprint of the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, the imprint known as clear cognizance, where the all-knowing aspect of all that is divine and empowered and at one meets you. And now is rooted within these chakras. And so the peace that comes with knowing that the power of God Goddess is on your side, working with you, throughout you, for you. Therefore, your highest will be done on earth as it is promised in heaven. It is time now to begin breathing the grids back into your precious physical heart chakra. These altered grids that no longer carry any codes of entrapment, linked to our first 7 years. And as we pull each one out and visualize its root system extending right there into the core of Mother Earth, this will ensure us that each one of us manifest on Earth that which we have created within the heavens of the subconscious, and the fluid love continues to flow through our chakras, having transmuted all the old into light. And that universal rose of love emanates its frequencies into the geometric structures of our magnetic field, amplifying the magnetic frequency of that field as well as our power to create, to co-create, and to manifest every single one of your divine physical, emotional, mental, creative, and spiritual needs are met. The 7 goddesses now encodes a sacred signia over each of your chakras, ensuring that these grids remain active and their frequency increasing the energy, amplifying its ability to flow through us. They also now encode our sacred signal into every single one of these chakras. Your sacred signal is the divine code that the universe knows you by. This signals, I guess it's signal. I've always felt it as a signal, but it's held right now within your earth name, your spirit, your star, and all of your precious divine names. Now, beloved ones, this very powerful process is going to continue unfolding for the next 7 days. Remember, including today, therefore you will remain in the space of the Pleiades with the 7 Pleiadian goddesses. They have anchored the grids in your chakras with each one of us, which means that each of us will still be able to function in our physical world as need be. However, you may find yourself a little more sensitive to this sort of to our old, realm constructs. But please, remember, breathe through it. Remain focused on what your choice is in terms of the new creation, where you are headed, what you desire, and this will see you through. At the end of the 7 days, the rebirthing process will take place, and the pathway being activated now, which is an aspect of your golden pathway, will be fully rooted in your energy system, as well as a template of your physical, emotional, mental, creative, intellectual, and spiritual bodies. All your chakras will be in perfect and harmonious alignment, beautiful alignment with that map. Please join me. Give thanks for this. Can you take a look at the inner child that was sobbing earlier now? Notice how the eyes have cleared, the face has cleared, and its whole entire energy looks lighter. Take this being by the hand. Pick him or her up. Wrap your arms around him or her. Carry this part of you wherever you go. For it is your responsibility to honor this sacred child, one of your most divine aspects. Honor their need. Honor her and his strength, intuition, wisdom, and above all, purity. For that is your key into the kingdom of heaven, so to speak. Breathe in deeply. Exhale fully as you draw your consciousness back into your precious body. Bring your awareness back into the realm of your physical earth life, knowing right now that everything else is still unfolding. As we have said, it will. Please, root yourself to Mother Earth. Beloved ones, during these 7 days, the 7 seals to the new world will be broken open. These seals are gateways to that golden paradigm, but more specifically to your golden pathway, the pathway that will allow you, or let you, rather say enable you, to complete what is left of your 12 pathways of destiny. When you step into that golden paradigm, completing the remainder of those 12 pathways of destiny, your pathways will consist primarily of extremely empowering, in fact, extraordinary, and sometimes out of this world work with the most advanced civilization of your universe. Where you are headed, you cannot even begin to comprehend, which is why we are being so persistent in pushing you away from the old paradigm, the false structures and means of living. And don't let anyone tell you, or fool you maybe by telling you, that you are living out of integrity by choosing to move away from the old man-made legal systems that inhibits persons' freedom to live in peace, in harmony, and within a state of unconditional love with these and those whom that we are destined to be with, in the places we are destined to be with. Don't let anyone fool you by telling you that you are living out of integrity or that which your chakras to walk away from something or someone is not very spiritual. Please, precious ones, I beseech you, do not buy into that limiting manipulation. For all of the old structures are false, and they will fail. But can't you see they're falling? As we are being prepared to stand in the new structures, we do, I have to admit, we have, experienced the falling. We are now experiencing the rising, which is also often referred to as the rapture. We are in it. Do not sacrifice it again. There is abundance. And there's absolutely no expectations upon you or demand being placed upon you from any beings of light. Feel. Sometimes a being light is an incarnate or discarnate. And they come by and they insist that we sacrifice any aspect that brings us what we most desire. You are sacred. You know what your heart and what your heart's calling consists of. You know where true love is, where freedom of creativity is. It is where peace resides. So get a move on. My precious beloved ones, the light of every flame of illumination that is within your power to be integrated and withstood, come to be with you. May the true essence of patience instill you with the stamina and the perseverance to trust in the greater plan of the will of God, Goddess, which is always is at one with the highest will of our divine plan. Be at peace. All is well. All is changing. Please, hold on. There is something quite amazing about to happen. I am Kutumi, Kohan, of the golden ray of love and wisdom. And I greet thee and bless thee in love. Adonai. Love. Love. Kokina. Lucky we know. Love. Divine love, activate. Divine light, activate. Divine healing peace, activate. Ya 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 Yadiana, Anino, Santalabaya, Santanjolubaya, Santanjolubaya. Heal, heal, heal. I'm creating a rainbow bridge. Continue on me. And flowing across this rainbow bridge are dolphins, golden dolphins, and some whales. Before I came to Mother Earth, I I was in the Pleiades and the Isle of Maui, which actually was the Venus of the Pleiades. And it was with the music, math, and as my mother always said, Boku love. I want you to feel the sacred love we had on that island. Feel the rain fall down upon you, flowing from above. Let it heal you. Let it bless you. Spread your wings real wide. It is pure love in all its radiance. Now the time has begun. You are free to be the angel you truly are. Feel the love flowing down you, around, within, and through you right now. Feel this radiance, this pure love from above. See that rainbow surround you, absorb it now. Feel radiating, blessings upon each other, each one of us, forever and ever and ever. I see so many angel wings around each one of you. The flowing, beautiful rose in your precious heart. Can you feel your essence? How beautiful it is. How beautiful that rainbow is around you. got, how many more days now? And we can stay in this love and light, flowing back to our beautiful one heart, our sacred Lemurian one heart. How can I ever thank you for being part of our one heart temple? Please know how sacred you really are to me. I love you. I truly love you.
Thank you, Shirley Irene. We send a big I love you back. We are truly feeling this essence of who we are, and I certainly hope that everyone is feeling this. This is precisely what we needed today, and it was so perfect. I think we're feeling free of belief systems and really connected to this essence. So enjoy the next 7 days.
You
and
got
get ready
it.
for that rebirth. Get ready for the rebirth, baby. And what a beautiful time over the 1111 gateway. Again, I just have to say, yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. It's going to be interesting, right?
Well, everyone is activated.
Yep, we are. Wow.
And it's activated not only through that energy body and the chakras with the, oh my gosh, the 7 goddesses. That was brilliant. But it's through the waters as well that we intended. So that is really even cool.
Yes.
Comments coming in say, so powerful and amazing. And Carol says, I am ready. Yes, we are all ready. We were ready for that.
Yep.
We all received it. Yes.
And what's so beautiful, we do it together.
Yes.
The power of oneness. Wow.
Yes, the power of oneness. And I think, in our chat, we're seeing people seeing the numbers as well. On the November 1st, Sylvia Jenny was detoured to drive on 111 highway. And a divine surprise awaited. That's the beauty of what we're talking about. When it's following the heart when we're able to see the signs or take the stop on the road because it feels good, right? We did that a couple times and wow, it was just amazing. And that's really our journey. So thank you everyone for being here and sharing in this space as well, doing this with us together. Very, very good. Yes, we are coming into unity consciousness and moving away from division and separation. And so, thank you for that, Lloyd. I'm sharing your comment there. And just remember that what we're seeing in the collective is that which is literally being healed from the work that we're doing here and the work that everyone is doing. That's done. That's in the ethers.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. So if anyone wants to share, if you're on the phone, you can go ahead and hit star 2 and that'll raise your hand and you can share your voice with us. Randy, I want to say thank you. As I was on my journey through the Southwest, it was really good just to connect with Randy every now and then. Randy is one, as you can tell by the chats that Randy leaves, Randy is one that really keeps us centered and focused on the higher vision. So Randy, if you want to share your voice, Randy, I'm not going to unmute you. I could, but I won't. You can raise your hand. Star 2 raises your hand, Randy, if you wish to speak. I know that Randy, I think I heard from Randy that he too is out by water this afternoon.
Oh, so, wow, cool.
I believe that's the case, so that's very good. Okay, well, everyone, I know that you're most likely out there floating, and as you heard, this is something that we're going to be integrating for 7 days. So come back and listen to the replay. It's always available for download. And go back to that space, or even going into the sleep space tonight, come back to those 7 goddesses and Goddess Leah, right? That's beautiful energy.
Yes. She's fantastic.
That goddess energy moving in. And I loved those words that it's here. Our job, our only job, is to have faith.
Yes.
And trust.
Right.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay, well, everyone, we truly hope that you have enjoyed our session today and that you are feeling this essence and feeling this activation. Thank you. Suzanne, greetings, sister. Suzanne was out by the water today also.
Oh.
Yes, okay. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Just wonderful comments coming in, Shirley. We thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
And
we're all one.
Yeah, we are all one. Lloyd says, what an unfolding 7 days with our 1111 gateway leading to 1212. And then he put 1221. Gateways opening within. Yeah, that's right. And 1111, it's significant because it's 1111 2020.
Right.
So there's your twos, and actually it's a big 2222 day, which is a 4/4 day. 2, which is a 4/4 day, which you're a 4/4, and it's also an 8 day, an abundance day. So really feel the essence. And when we follow this essence, when we follow the heart, when we allow ourselves to go away from those thoughts that can take us from this, we are, we are led and we are guided and we are given the inspiration to move forward in all of the uncertainty. And that's the greatest thing that we can do right now. Again, we heard from that transmission to have faith and trust. Trust in that, yes. Because that connection is our way forward. Always, in all ways.
It is. And it's a lot easier when we do it as one heart.
Yes. One heart. And so, everyone, you can feel this one heart as well. So no matter where you are or what you're feeling, it really is a beacon that you can tap into. It's always here for you. Well, thank you, everyone, too, for being out in nature. And, of course, that's really a great way to tap into the one heart, is being out there in nature.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So thank you. Sylvia Jenny says she also woke at 4:40 this morning and saw the moon out her window and felt the Pleiadians as I looked at the streetlights from the streetlights which form a cluster just like them. Ah, that's interesting.
I love that, Sylvia.
You know, when I was in Lake Powell, and it's a canyon, and there's a dam. It's Glen Canyon that goes. It's Colorado River. It actually leads into the Grand Canyon, but in that river before it gets to the Grand Canyon, they built a dam, and so this whole canyon was home to the indigenous and the Native Americans, and you could just see what that was like, and you can really feel the beings in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I really did have a remembrance that I really feel that we all lived a lifetime there in those rock caves by the water's edge, in those canyons. Yes.
Right.
And there was one called Navajo Canyon. And then I just had this flash of a memory that, gosh, all the times, like when we were kids, when we'd go to Mesa Verde or see images like this, and it would be like, wow, we could imagine living there.
Right.
We could imagine living there because we did live there. I know that on this knowing level now. I really do. And so I just think that's so cool.
Do you want a little remembrance?
Sure.
Way hard, hey, yana. Way hard to hold us. Way hard, hey, yana. Way hard to hold us. Way hard, hey, yana. Way hard to hold us. Way hard, hey. Way hard to hold us, hey. Way hard, way hard. Hard to say.
Thank you, Shirley. Yes, I mean, I hear it. Thank you. When we were driving, we had a boat that we were on the lake with, and as we were passing a canyon wall, I saw an image. This sounds so outlandish, but wow. In the hindsight after that whole trip, it was like as we entered that canyon, the Navajo Canyon, which is this winding, meandering river canyon, just so beautiful. At the gateway of that, where there was an image in the rock, and I looked at it, and the more that I looked at it, I saw myself looking back at me. It was an image of me. Is that bizarre? I mean, that was like, I've never had that experience. You know, when you can see, like, faces in the rock, right? You can see the face, but I saw my eyes, like I was looking in a mirror, and I was just floored by that. So anyway, I just like to share that, because it felt really good to get away. And I think that's good for everyone. I was hesitant. But, you know, when people are out and about, people are respectful of people's space. And no one, you know, everyone is, you're able to move around. I just kind of want to say that. I mean, we're not gathering in large crowds like that. I know some are in little speakeasy things, and that's their discretion, so what they need. But to get out on the land and move is so liberating, and it really helps with the energy. So if you're all able to do that, I recommend it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this has been a beautiful session, and we've got just a few minutes left, and that gives us the perfect time for our musical entrelude. Exit dude.
All right.
Beam, boom. Oh my goodness, Shirley, that is so fun, and we just love that every time you play it. And you are getting better.
I hope so.
Oh, that's so fun.
555, right?
And we just passed 555 on the Eastern Coast.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Great changes ahead, everyone. Hold your vision. What we heard today with that transmission shows us the importance of holding our vision of New Earth. Thank you, Shirley.
You're welcome. I love you. A bushel and a peck. A bushel and a peck and a hug around the neck. Hug around the neck. A barrel in the heat. A barrel in the heat. Ain't I talking my sleep about you? Yes, about you. I love you. A bushel a peck. You bet your purty neck I do. Toodly-hooty, toodly-hooty,
It's the best we can do. I know you're all singing with us.
I know it.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Again, this is the lightness that we find in the One Heart. We want to thank everyone for joining us. It is so great, and we express the best experience through this 1111 gateway for the highest good of all. Thank you for your love and light, everyone, and thank you, Shirley Irene. Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
Namaste.
Namaste.